Hello, I am here to do my week 2 assignment. So for the first question about a large fast food chain, there are some things that things that I wanted to say off the bat, my assumptions, or the things that I'm basing my thing around. So it's a fast food chain, so they're not going to be crazy different in size, but they are going to be different in size. So what I said is I put it as a range of, they're going to be different in size to about around where is it? There's going to be 15 to 25 people per store. Because that makes it a bit, it shows that there's different amounts, but it's not a crazy amount because it's a fast food chain. They're not giant. I also, another bias, even though you told me, you said location, size, and number, but I also wanted to put in that they're all located in the same climate and things like that. Because if, say you're in Antarctica and you're slinging burgers, your life's you're probably gonna be a bit less happy than if you're in California and it's bright and sunny all day, at least in my opinion. But that has nothing to do with the question. So the way that I decided to go about this is to do a stratified simple random sample. So basically I chose stratified because the question wants, the company wants to know the thoughts of their employees about their working environment. And so I knew I had to question every single person. I needed to question every single store, because if I did a clustered thing, I'd pick one store and I would pick random people from that store, because that would be the grouping, really, because it's the only grouping that would make sense. But it doesn't show every single store, and that's kind of what they want. And they want every single store. And since I'd assumed that every single store had roughly 15 to 25 people, so there's a bit of a difference in size, I thought I would have it so that we interview 25% of people from each store. 25% of people per store, and that's about 375 total people. And I thought that was kind of reasonable I don't know, it doesn't seem like it would be that difficult to do. So yeah. So that's kind of my answer for that question. The next question is a local polling company conducts a survey, yada yada yada. I can't read. So what type of bias does this have? So the type of bias is measurement bias or loaded questions, because it's giving you information that kind of leans you towards one way or another in the question by saying, with the recent surge in graduation rates, should the government be investing more money into schools? And that's obviously, they're saying, oh, well, everyone's doing better, so there's no point in investing money into schools, because that's kind of what it's implying. And so that's the bias. And so to rewrite the question, I think the way you would do it is you would say, should the government be investing more money into schools? Because that gets rid of that bias. Now for the last question, question C, or 2C, the pamphlet attached to the survey, graph, words, I can't read, is this little graph right here. And why do you think the company presented the information this way? So what I said, simply enough, is, I'm just going to kind of give you a synopsis of my chicken scratch, is that it basically shows in this essay that 75%, it makes it look like 75% is half as bad as 80% or 82%, or those top three. So that, it's so much better. It's 50% better. Look at that. But in reality, it's only about 7% better at most, and it's a super biased way of representing this information. So yes, yippee-doo-dah-day, yippee-doo-dah-day. That is, I'm just saying words now. I think I did it. If I didn't, I don't know. That would suck. See ya.